My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap. It is Wednesday, and I have to do this quick because we have a great webinar. If you haven't signed up, go to the front page of T3 Live with Jeff Cooper. So what I wanted to just go over is, today the futures are down 7 handles. I know I came in with 6, 7, 8 positions and a spider hedge, and you have to have a calm, cool, and collective approach. You have to have a plan. You have to know what you want to do, watch the market, get your signals, move and groove, have quick feet, and not stress out, not listen to the noise, and not think the world is going to end. Okay, you've been carrying positions for multiple weeks ever since the rally started. Today could have been one of those days where, you know what, we had a weak day and it could have triggered a little bit of a retracement, but it didn't. I know pre-market, I'm covering half my spiders. I already started getting all the bears. Oh, you little penny pincher, what's the matter with you? Oh, this is just a start. You know what? Listen, leave your friggin' comments for yourself. This is my process. What I like to do on days like that, cover my hedge, and then look for strong stocks and the reason why I'm in them, add to them, and figure out if I can make more tactical cash flow because of the weakness in the market, and then have it trade the way I want to, get comfortable, then sit in the position because of why I'm there. And not have the opinions, not have the emotions. If you have emotions and opinions, chances are that fine line between winning and losing in a trade will smack you in the tush, and you don't need that to happen. So anyway, you look at the spiders, you look at what went on today. Real quickly, I drew this ascending channel here, which could have been broken if the bears had any power. We broke below this small pivot, which was 203.65, or we opened below it, and then we wound up holding it, okay, and closing pretty well. So this ascending channel that looked a lot different at around 10:30, 11 o'clock is now, kind of turning into what could be another bull flag, okay, where all of a sudden now, just like here, you had a consolidation, okay, before going higher, okay. This right now is letting the 8-day catch up, a little bit of digestion, and still no close below a prior low. Amazing. Listen, I like to be long stocks. I like to be, holding multiple positions. But even me, I'm like, okay, it would be nice for a down day where, we could let things pull in and let stocks and charts reset up. But they are resetting up in various places. Okay, you look at the Qs, which lagged last week, which every bear has been pointing to. Oh, look at the lagging. Okay, we said, okay, let's see how we consolidate. Consolidated well. Did we break yesterday's low? No. Did we close below the 8-day? No. And we actually closed at a high here. A high. Anyway, IWM. Every bear out there is bashing that too. And look at that. It was negative. Oh, disgusting action in the IWM. You start hearing everyone chant. Meanwhile, what happened? We held the 8-day and then squeezed through the prior high. This was your pivot right here, which was yesterday's low. Yesterday's low was 116.87. We started below it, came back above it. If you were shorted, you could have adjusted there, or when we took out yesterday's high, and we are still trending above the 8-day. That's a very, very strong market. Not a bubble market, not a bubbly market. It's a trending market. You can even test a 21-day and still be deemed a very strong market. And I think even the bulls would want that, but it's not happening. You have to go with the speed of the market and stay with what makes you comfortable. So yesterday, I'm not going to, pound the chest, but whatever. I've been pretty on top of Apple this whole year, which has been very good to us. At around 3:47, I tweeted, I'm going tier 2 Apple long. Right away, it's like, you're buying stocks near the high. What are you doing, you little mo bro? Or whatever people want to talk about. Technical traders that like to buy strong stocks that are set up well. This was a nice pattern. It's been a nice pattern all year. There's been so many different spots to add. Here was a nice consolidation before it took off and followed the 8-day and then corrected to the 21-day. Then went again. Then you had your red drug reversal here, this descending channel that wound up going again. And recently had a really nice consolidation ahead of earnings. Earnings came out. They were solid, gave you a nice move, and I think we got out into that. And I said, let's wait for a nice consolidation. Let's see how it works out and what we hold. And what did we hold? We held the 8-day moving average. Yesterday it perked up above this 5-day range after consolidating very nicely, a move from 101.50, a nice gap after earnings. Then today it was down 30 cents. You could have bought it down 30 cents. You could have added through yesterday's high of 109.75. You could have added through 110.30, and look at this nice close at a 111.25. Today I'm only in tier 1 overnight. So this was my tier 2. I had actually tier 2.5 at some point, back to tier 1. And the measured move of just this flag is probably closer to 113. The measured move of the breakout from 102 to 110 is 8 points, and that gives you even 118 if you're going out a little bit further. But all in all, a nice move. So another stock that I was in overnight was Tesla. When you have a strong close, usually in the first 20 minutes, you get a time period of when they try and fill the gap, they try and have a strength come, and if it doesn't happen, you could salvage a trade. You could actually make money if you're quick, and then figure it out later. And you look at Tesla, all in all, not horrendous, okay, not the best action, but here is the downtrend. It wound up closing above it, little doji today, but you had this 15-minute move where it actually gave you a trade, a nice little day trade, okay, from the open. It opened lower. Where was it? I think here it is today. And you had to be quick, okay? And I'm friggin' quick. I bought some pre-market, started to act well. I added through 251. It touched above the prior high, and then all of a sudden got wishy-washy. So what did I do? I said, you know what? I'm not sticking around. I'm just happy that it wound up going green and gave us a way out, a salvage, and then especially after this down bar. So after this down bar, I was pretty light, had a little left over, and then once it broke 250, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. It was a really nice day trade the day before. Didn't have an up open, did not follow through. PS got out there, and then towards the end of the day, it kind of acted decent. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get in small, just in case tomorrow it wants to resume the trend because Tesla's been a little wishy-washy, where it doesn't give you the follow through when you want it. But overall, it did hold in there relatively well. So I want to be able to track it, and we'll figure it out. We also talked about the analyst meeting in Twitter coming up. Okay, and you know what? Come to me, and I'm going to talk, because I'm going to get rid of some of these lines. These are some old lines in here. So if you just go, you'll probably look a little cross-eyed right now as I'm looking this way. So as I talk about it, so anyway, Twitter's been out of favor, okay, and ever since earning, that's what's been the case. And it's been not a lot of fun to trade, okay? And then all of a sudden, yesterday, you had a small red dog reversal, okay, after filling the gap. And then, as I'm talking to nobody over here, I drew this little descending trend line. So let's go back to this. So here is your descending channel, okay? And nobody knew what would be, what would cause an igniting move. But, yesterday you had a small reversal after filling the gap. So if you, were short from when it broke the trend right here or short from after earnings, you had to be a little careful. And then today we talked about if it can clear 40.50, perhaps it could ignite another move. And it cleared it, and there was volume. I wasn't even here for it. I was at the gym. Everyone's, pigging me. Did you get in? Did you have your buy stop set up at 40.50? I'm like, no. Anyway, closed well. And now we'll see what happens moving forward. We'll see if there's real commitment to this. Okay, this was a nice move. So what you could do here as a trader to measure the excitement and the commitment to a move, you take your Fibonacci numbers, okay, and you go, okay, what would it take to give me a little bit of, what's the word? I don't know what the hell the word is. What would give me conviction? What would give me a little, confidence? That's the word. Confidence that this move sticks. 25% retracement would be 42. You probably don't want this to go below 42 if it's going to be pent up. Okay, the 0.382% is 41.50. This would be my line in the sand. So now that you have a retracement moves to figure out from the low to this move, because it happened quick, it might not just continue like a bat out of you-know-what. It might take a little time to digest. Coming in tomorrow, I would say, or the next few days, I would write down this price point and this price point. Stays above this, digest. Chances are you might even get some kind of bull flag and then another continuation move above this. Okay, so we shall see. This, to some people out there, this means nothing. To me, it means a lot. So anyway, we'll figure that out. So that, Facebook's also been out of play, and I haven't had it on. I haven't really had it overnight ever since the October low, actually, from like October 15th. But anyway, when Twitter ignites, people say, "Oh, let me look at Facebook," and Facebook did a nice little red dog reversal. Okay, not a blaring one. This actually looks like Twitter yesterday, but it held the 100-day, which it held right here. It held support going this way. So, it was worthy of at least a cover when it went back above 74.03. Now maybe you're long a little bit. I'm long a little bit. chances are you have this small little lower wedge. If they want to come after social, and social is real close to the highs of the year, there's a lot of money wrapped up in this. It's still holding this longer term trend line that we've been talking about since here. So chances are, as we said, buying this trend line has been a lot better than trying to short it. And at this point, still consolidating, still looks decent. So today I'm long a little bit, and we'll figure out whether or not it can get going. So for it to get going, it probably has to clear this, this spot. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If we can get above today's high tomorrow at 75.14, you can continue or whatnot. But now you have a new point of reference. Made a little bit of sense to at least cover, to figure out if they want to keep this in the game. And no matter what, they'll be a little bit more active because Twitter and Facebook have been out of play, and they've been just non-events, and that gives us less vehicles to trade. I did come in long Groupon, and I sold it today. Really nice 2-day move after earnings. Boom, boom. Okay, still looks good. I actually made a little money in Zynga. Nice little 2-day move also. This is what, like 10, 12% in 2 days. So little things to do. The banks. Morgan Stanley. Okay, I've been tracking this one and owning it probably for about 2 weeks. I sold it today, and I bought it back near the close. It held the 8-day, closed strong, nice little flag. I do still think it takes out the highs. I wanted a little bank exposure. This acted best today, so I'm in Morgan Stanley. You can see it on my VTF. You'll see it on the disclosure of my morning note tomorrow. Still riding the 8-day. Let's see. As far as other high beta, Google is really not doing much, but it is wedging somewhat. I guess you could draw this like this. So there's something going to happen soon here with Google. So right down 562, above 562, maybe it reclaims a 200-day and gets a little frisky. Amazon had a great 4-day move, digested very well today. It did clear. Actually, this trend line, it cleared basically around here, held above it. So another inside day or so, and this seems like it could work higher. You had a red dog reversal right here, which was a nice higher low versus the post-earnings low. So this has been acting well. Haven't been really doing much there, but I've been talking about it. So my hot air hopefully is blowing up someone's balloon to buy it. And at this point, maybe I will get more involved if it gives you another inside day here to get above that. Baidu also went green today. Best in breed in high beta. Let's see if e-signal catches up to me. Come on. All right, not here yet. 5, 4, 3. Look at that. It heard me counting. Anyway, still, this has been riding the 8-day. Lots of trades along the way. Still looks good. Baba, not waiting for anybody. I would have thought we could have been a little cute and waited for it to touch the 8-day and didn't give you any time. Lots of big upgrades. This is when we talked about Baba to butt right around here, especially when it got above this 91-ish, and then it gave you another trade above the post-IPO high, and lo and behold, not waiting around. I think it got even a $148 target. I was going to take it home long on the close, but I'm like, you know what? I don't deserve it because I stared at it at 115 when Bank of America gave it an upgrade intraday, and I didn't buy it, so I wasn't just going to buy it on the close. If it breaks above this tomorrow, 119.45 on the open, or opens above it, we'll see what happens. But I think another day or so in here would be nice. But overall, this looks great. Nothing to be. You should not be shorting Baba. You could, someone might tape record me and play this down the road. I don't care. You could be cute, but anyone who's been trying to short this thing has been on the wrong side of it. Okay, the right side of it has been buying the dip, playing the patterns, not bashing it, and using it as a vehicle to make you money. And it's been pretty good to us. Hold on one second. I think this is someone from the exchange. Okay, it is actually. It's Evan saying we have a webinar coming up, so I got to sign out and you have to sign in. I will be taking this phone call. Sorry for cutting the recap. What's it called? Short, but I'll see you tomorrow at the morning call. Have a good night.